Hey, you guys, how are you? You know, let's start the video off with a big old comment, give me a big old hey in the comments, okay? But today, I got two tiny little issues with the limo. You see the limo? We're gonna do a little something. First things first, I don't know if you can tell, but that's down and it's on the ground where it's not supposed to be. So we're gonna try and hang that back up. Should be an easy task. Problem number two, a battery. I don't drive it enough. So, it sits for a while and then it gets cold out here in Colorado because, this is snow and it gets cold when it snows. And the battery dies, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the battery out and I'm gonna put it on the battery charger in the garage for now. And then once we get all this done, maybe we'll think about making Grandpa one of them t-shirts that he needs, you know what I mean? But first, I gotta pop the hood on this thing and figure out what tools I need. I also got the little Roxy with me. She's gonna help me today, as well as Mom. She's gonna be my camera lady. But Roxy, she said, I gotta come sniff the yard and hang out with you. That's today. All right, see, here's some proof. Nothing. Dead as a doornail. All right. Good thing that we got these, but we couldn't get in the trunk or the fuel with no battery, so that'd be an issue. Actually, I think there's like one of them emergency straps in the trunk, and I could get in the trunk with the key, so I guess neither one of them problems is really a problem. Okay, all right, we're here. What do we need? Like a halfie and like a 10? No, why is there two different sizes? Now it looks like there's obviously nothing holding this puppy in, so that'll be easy. A bit unsafe. So let's go get some tools. Look at my beautiful tulips coming in. What? Haha! Why bring 2 wrenches when I can bring 1? I got the old speed wrench on dial. Now, if I could just figure out how to use my thumb, then we can undo this bad boy. Spinny. Come on, girl. Yeah, you stay over here. They don't seem to like us. Not yet. They'll figure it out. Well, that's a slight dilemma. The speed wrench didn't want to help on the second one, but if you look at it, it's pretty, it's rounded off. So I got the second best tool, the pliers, and go ahead and tell me how bad I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm gonna anyway. Oh man, and this is exactly why this is stripped out. So these wouldn't do it neither. I ended up going and getting the big boy set. You know what I'm saying? This is easy tasks sometimes just, they whoop me. Anywho. Alrighty, we made it with the old battery. So I still got a drain bucket from the Honda that needs to be drained. What a lazy guy sometimes. Anywho, let's get this situated here. Get the timing light out of our way. We don't need that. We just need the battery charger. So now I'm assuming, because there's obviously no lights, that this thing's not gonna read anything, and that needs a little voltage to say, hey, I'll work for you. So what I'm gonna do is hook the battery with voltage with them jumper cables to this battery, and then we'll hookalize it up to that, and it should read good. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, cool. Alrighty. So here is the mess we got going on. Looks like a mess anyway. I got these suckers clamped on there, and then I got that sucker clamped on, you know, the clamp. It's a little weebly wobbly here, but we got the connected symbol. Can you see? So we're good. Well, now we're not connected. What did I do? So now we just hit the button. And now we're doing the thing that does the thing. Can you see it? Looks like it's doing the thing. So I guess I'm just gonna let that thing do its thing there for a while. Holy cow, this scared the crap out of me. And I've got to find a little piece, which I think I just found it. This right here, this exhaust hanger. This is the exhaust from my Honda, you know, little white one that I call Wanda. That's the old exhaust. And well, this little exhaust hanger just looks perfectly fine to use for the Lincoln Limo. But, you know, I don't want to lay in the snowy dirt. So let's grab a piece of carpet. The machine's still on, so that's a good sign. So we got our little rubber piece here in the front. I got my carpet down here. I don't even know if it's in the right spot. But first things first, I want to take my hat off. I don't want to get it dirty. Oh man. Oh, there's a ground strap on there. Dang. What are we gonna do with that? Nothing. Alright, so let's get this old one out of here. Maybe. Alright, maybe not. Alright, well, after, you know, a couple knuckle busts, we just sliced it right off of there. So hopefully we get this new one on easier than it came off. This one came off, you know, much easier because all the room. And this one slid right on there. So we're good there. Now the hard part is holding this up and getting this at the same time. But dang, I just see two more hangers up there on the muffler that need some help. I hope this isn't too long of a section for this one little old rubber I'm about to put on here. That's not gonna stop me now, is it? Come on, little rubber. Oh, got it. It's on there. Can you see? Alrighty. I thought that'd be easier than that. Again, another easy task I took a whooping on, but I got her done. So let's take our carpet back inside and just look how much better that looks without it on the ground. Are you guys even looking right there? Much better. I make something else look a little better, and I look over here on one of my favorites, the big block Suburban. And the clear coat let go this winter. Oh, this is such a heartbreaker. Oh, I want to cry. But, you know, we got a little body work we need to get to. So, fresh new green. So, we got this task done. We're waiting for this one to be done. So the only thing that we could really do is just pack up our tools here and just set the hood down for now. And well, you know, we live in a small town, but we're still gonna lock the doors so no weirdos want to get into our stuff, you know. So let's take our tools inside and let's go to the task that we got at hand for the indoors while we wait for this battery to charge up. Alright, well, there was one little bit of a lie in there. We're not doing the indoor task yet. I had to go run to the store because we needed some stuff for dinner, so we went and did that real quick. And while I'm back, is what I'm saying. The battery, it's only been an hour. Now let's turn this puppy on. Let's connect these puppies somehow. One-handed. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it's already at 12 volts, guys. But I'm just more amazed that I'm doing this one-handed. But anywho, so we got the 12 volts, is what I'm saying. So I guess to me, it's dying kind of fast, you know. But this battery charger is pretty sweet. See, it's got this little button right here. Can you read on it? Can you see what it says? It says battery recond. Battery reconditioning. So I read, like, you know, the manual when it comes with that you never really read. I don't know why I read it for this one, to be honest. But the battery recondition button, it sends surges of power through it. And it, like, I don't know, knocks whatever kind of junk in the way of whatever creates the battery that mixes with the acid and the stuff, you know what I mean? So I don't know really what it's doing, but I got kind of an idea of what it's doing good enough. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it on there. We're going to minus the jumper cables this time because, you know, it's complicated. And, well, it's reading 12 volts. So let's hook this puppy back up here. Now we're connected once again. Let's press this button. Boom. See it? It's going. I don't know how long that needs to run. So I guess I'm just going to come out and check it every now and then. But I think it might be time we go inside and actually start that task that I was talking about a little bit ago. Alright, my friends. The battery, it's plugged in the garage, still doing its thing. We're on the inside at the computer because this is where we need to be. We got some t-shirts. We got some material, you know. We got some examples. And we need this and this to do this job, alright? So, we got it plugged into the machine here. And all we need to do is open her up. Get my snackies out the way. Now I gotta open up old, you know, the thing that does the stuff. Alright, so now that we're in, you know, the stuff, the program, we can come over here to the stuff. Nope, not the notifications. To the stuff that I've already done. And we come down here, you know, to the one that says sticker. Because I've made a few stickers before. And then, you know, it puts it in where I need it, right? Okay? Anyway, press the continuous. And it's connecting to the machine. So while it's connecting here, we need to get ready with the materials. Alright? So this is the stuff I'm going to use. It's pretty decent. I've used it a couple times. And it works good for, you know, making t-shirts for now. You know, because I'm doing it myself. And I need to make Grandpa a t-shirt. Grandpa needs one. You know, biggest fan needs to have the t-shirt first. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we gotta make them something. Now with this cool, you know, stuff, we don't need this mat. This mat can just, it could get out of our way. We don't need it right now. Now this thing, you know, it says we need a certain length and we figure out that certain length, but I don't really usually do that. I just load the whole roll in there and it does its job. So that's what I'm gonna do this time. This is how I load the machine. Whole roll, got plenty of material. It's holding it so it's not all over the place. You know what I mean? Then we come over here again and we gotta pick whatever, you know, we're using. And we're gonna be using this one. So that's what we're gonna click on. And then it tells us, you know, to come over here, make sure we're loaded good. And then we press this button. And it sucks it in the machine. It makes sure it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. And then we press this play button. And now we watch this little guy go back and forth, you know, and cut away whatever we need. And it's off. So it's gonna do its thing for a minute. So we sit here and we wait. So it's like a perfect time to enjoy a warm snack. Started warm snack and immediately realized that I had messed up. So when we come in this, we're supposed to, like, you know, mirror flip the dang image. That way, you know, when it gets laid on the t-shirt, you know, that way when it gets laid on the t-shirt, it says what it's supposed to the right way. I just wasted a good foot of material here. Alrighty, so we came back, you know, to square one pretty much. We got our new piece, somewhat. Now this little guy right here is the one thing that I forgot to do. So I'm gonna come over here now. You can see that it's backwards, you know. Do you see it flip? Okay, this is the way we need it, backwards. Because this is the one we just done did. And I don't know if you could see them lines in there from the dang light up top. But you could see the dang Mikey's is backwards. Dang it. So we put the dang mirror button on now. Now we can press the continue. Alright. Ow. Just hit my elbow. Oh. Alrighty, so now we got the machine going. Round 2 should be the correct way. Anywho. Now I'm not no professional using this dang cricut machine because I only really use it every now and then. Alright, so it's like a learning process every time I use it. Warm snack continues. Now that the machine finally decided to finish, I cut our excess off. And you really can't see what we're dealing with. You know, kind of can on this side. A little bit. But you know. So now the next thing is we got to peel out all the pieces that we don't really want in there. And this is like always like one of the hardest parts because there's like 2 different ways you can do it. And if you mess up, then you know it's starting from scratch. You're cutting a whole new piece out, you know? So it's focusing on getting the right little tiny pieces out. And luckily we got these cool little tools. You know, nice little pickaroonies. And some little tweezers. So what we're doing here is I think we want to keep the majority of the stuff here. So we want to pull out the skinny pieces, like the letters, right? I think. Yeah, sounds right. And we just, you know, we pull them out. One piece at a time. One piece at a time. You gotta be careful of these E's because they always try to, see that little piece in the middle, they always try to come off. Oh, I got lucky this time. What is happening? And it's as simple as this is. This is what you end up with. If this is what you're looking for, this is what I was looking for. Anyway, the guy behind the camera, this is what I'm looking for. Happy with it. So now we throw this away. We don't need this. We're getting it out of our way is what I'm saying. Now we need to push this aside. And you know, I did have one to give me a little bit of reference on which one I did want to peel out and stuff, so you know, I cheated just a little bit. We get our other tools and goodies out of the way. And our t-shirt, we gotta lay it out. So we gotta figure out which one we're gonna do for Grandpa. And you know, I don't know, this is the XL. I think Grandpa needs a 2X because he's a tall dude. The t-shirt, we lay it down. And then, you know, we got the 4-legged things everywhere. Yeah, do you hear? So you gotta give her the lint roll to make sure there's no doggy hair. And you check your piece, make sure we ain't got doggy hair in it, which looks pretty good to me. Now, you know, we say, yep, looks good. Not really. I'm a little more particular than that. So we got the t-shirt, you know, down as best as we can. As best as we can. Alright? But I'm still gonna whip out the tape measure. You know, and I'm gonna measure what we got. What? 6.5 on that side. And dang, about 6 3/4 on that side. About got it perfect. So, you know, now where do we want it? Do you want it more up toward the chest or more toward the belly? So I don't think we want it toward the belly. But we also don't want Grandpa's beard hairs covering up the pretty picture we're about to put here. So we're just gonna go, you know, somewhere in the middle of the sleeves for the top. That's just looks good to me. Now we picked the best square that we can, but luckily my logo I picked allows us to be just a little crooked because my name's in there crooked perfectly on purpose. The only really thing we gotta worry about is this little YouTube logo sits somewhat level and square and doesn't look goofy with the bottom of the t-shirt or the sides or the top. So we get her close. Double check our measurement. Dang. Dang. It's close enough for me. That's where it's gonna stay. Now we come over and we get us a big old chunk of this stuff. You know what I mean? And we lay it on the tops. We just lay it there, just like that. Once you got your paper up here, you either already had this puppy warmed up or you finally warm it up now. And that's what we did. Finally plugged it in. We're gonna wait for this sucker to warm up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's hot, it's warm. So now you got your paper down, just set the thing down. And I count to like 5 or 10, however I feel, and then I just move her over just a little bit. And count to like 5 or 10, you know, somewhere in there. And then I just move her over. You know, doing my thing just a few times over and over. You know, and me, I do it twice because it's gotta be nice. So then I flip it. I don't know why it makes me feel good, but I just flip it and go the other way. You know, just makes me feel good on the inside. You know, now there's an art. You want to get some pressure on there, but you also don't want to let it sit there for too long because you don't want to dang burn everything down. Or the stuff to the shirt, you know, or the plastic to the shirt. You just got to use good judgment is what I'm saying. And I guess Mikey doesn't always have good judgment. But we give it our best shot. And that's what I'm telling you to do. You know? Then I like to put a hand on it. Oh yeah, she's toasty. Ooh, hot, hot. Ooh, ooh, hot. Ooh, hot, hot. 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 So, you know, I think, if I'm correct, we gotta let this cool before we peel this plastic. Yeah, because you see, when I'm peeling on it, it's more pulling on the shirt than the plastic. So we gotta make sure that it glues itself to the t-shirt. So, you know, just let her cool. Hot! Ooh, hot! Just let her cool down and don't touch it too much, is what I'm saying. Because the hot thing turns it hot. It's not a stove, but it gets warm, is what I'm saying. Okay, it's cool enough now. Let's start peeling. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, satisfying. Dang. Dang. Look at that. Dang. There's one forever dog hair right here. Dang it. But look at how good that looks. Dang. Grandpa gonna be in style. One of the best dang t-shirts around. One thing that I will suggest is to wash your t-shirt before you do it. If it's a brand new t-shirt. You know, if it's one you've already used and worn and you just gonna put something on it, it's okay. But you gotta think, most shirts, most clothing, they shrink when they get washed, right? So just let it happen before you put the thingy on there so it doesn't want to fall off easier. That's all. Anyhow, so we get this sucker, you know, it's off. The clear's off. But if you look right here, we got one little lifted little edge here. So I'm kind of happy that this happened so I could show you. But at the same time, it's like, bummer. It's not a big deal though. Put your parchment paper right back over it. And hit her with a third round. You know what I mean? Except do it half as long because you don't have that extra layer that you had before. And then the next thing you know, she's stuck down perfect. Do you see it? See the no lifting now? She lifts with the t-shirt. Perfect. So now you want to give her another double inspection, you know, and kind of pull some stuff apart and squeeze it. And that'll tell you if it's stuck or not, because you'll see the t-shirt move under it. But if you see the logo, you know, like here, see how, you know, that's what I'm talking about. That's all. So I think we're good. Now you let it cool all the way off. And you turn into whoever, you know, Grandpa. You give it to Grandpa is what I'm saying. Man, that just looks so cool. I like this color with this red. You know, dark gray. It's not black. It's not like a gray or, you know what I mean. Looks good. So since we're, you know, basically done with the t-shirt, we might as well go check on the battery again and see what it's doing out there in the garage. Here we are. Dang, we're still charging. You know, it says it's dang near almost done. Dang, that's good. I did come out, you know, and take the jumper cables off, you know, to make a little more simple system. We got enough juice in there earlier. I think I showed you guys. I can't remember. It's been a while. But anywho, we're just gonna let this guy continue charging up overnight. Woo! It's another morning for me. I know it's the same video and probably about half a second or less for you guys. But I'm in the garage. The battery charger, I done unplugged it already. I've got the meter set up. Now let me see if I could try and do this one-handed again. Oh. Almost got it. Look it. Do you see it? Dang, 13.2 volts? You know, we got the gigawatts. It's good. We can maybe put her in the limo and maybe go take the limo over to Grandpa's. Let's give her a shot. It's been a few months since she's been on the road. Gotta get all the looby doobies moving around inside her. So let's take this heavy son of a gun to the front. Oh, hold on. We better shut off our meter. Dang. I left that on overnight too. Came out this morning and was like, dang, we still got battery juice in there. Anywho, back to the battery. Battery's in there. So let's put the key in it.
All right, we already got one line, so that's a good sign. We got the gauges and the radio. Holy cow. She is a little unhappy. I should have checked the oil first. Let me check the oil. Well, I'm glad I did that because we are low. I guess I gotta go find some oil before we start this puppy up. Got some of that Walmart oil because that's what I got. And it needs an oil change. We'll let her drain down a little bit and come back and check in a minute. All right, now let's see where we're hanging out at. Oh, nice. At the top of full. It's hard to see with that new oil. So let's give her some key now. Let that fuel pump catch up. Bang! And she's running. A little unhappy. It's been a while, and you know, I'm sure the gas is probably going downhill because it don't take long anymore. But the heater seems to have got a little more annoying. Hopefully the cigarette lighter works. Because we got a low tire, and well, you know, this is the easiest way to do it right now. Voila! Moment of truth, moment of truth. Oh no! No cigarette lighter. I swore there was one that worked in here. That one works down there. See it? It's on now. But except you gotta put this thing on. Do you see this thing? That wind a little scared me a little bit blowing on my wrist. Woo! Check her out though. We're just gonna let that tire fill up, and then I'm gonna get my stuff ready so we could get heading to Grandpa's, because I think we could pull off one more tiny little task in this video. So we're gonna give her a shot, you know what I mean? Whew. Alright, we got the air in the tire, the hood is down. We got the little guy in the back. And we got Mom in the passenger seat. So, let's head to Grandpa's. Alright, so far, so good. Just popped open. What is happening? Look at it. Jake! Right into second gear, so she's not too mad. That's good. on the driveway right now. Grandpa out here? Oh, I don't see him. Dang, look at that thing. You know, she's a bit ugly, but boy, does she look good sitting at Grandpa's. Just, you know, I like it. You remember this thing from last week? We gotta do some more brakes. You remember I was telling you we didn't do them dang rotors? So we're gonna do these dang rotors. And we're just gonna run through them real quick because I showed you a lot last week, so. And I did all the other little simple stuff today. I figured just put a little more simple in this video and do some more entertaining. You know what I mean? But I didn't bring any tools. Let's see what we got going on this week. Caliper. Goner. Chill out there, bro. Now I need this guy. That looks like an 18 or 19.
Rear wheelie brakes, right?
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, took a chunk out. Just as we said, huh?
She gone? I didn't even take the pads out this time. So now we gotta figure out what star head we got, you know, because the star heads are always the hardest ones to find. Oh, yeah, that's too big. We're looking. Ooh, it's a little snug. Let's go one up and test it. Oh, it definitely don't fit. So what is this puppy? Oh, a T30? Dang, I don't think I've ever used a T30. Where did it go, guys? Where is it? Just down here. You know, we got new versus old, and look how bad this sucker is. And you know, here's a good visual on what I'm saying, what was going on, because someone had to put skinnier pads. Because look at this. You know, you can see that's extra meat and that's extra meat when you put it on here. Like, dang. What was going on? So, you know, with this constantly riding, you know, this probably get her some couple gas mileage better too. You know? And honestly, all these little lines, I don't know what they are, but they kind of look like heat stress fractures to me. But I'm not a brake guy, okay? This is why I put the new ones on. So the only thing you gotta concern yourself with these is you gotta line up the bolt hole, all right? Otherwise, they just go on anyway, anyhow. Put these on in your reverse process, put it back together. You know what I mean, because you seen it last week. Here's another tip. Keep your greasy paws off the dang rotor and you won't have to clean it, all right? If you touch it on the outside, it's not gonna make it squeak, but you put your nasty finger oils on here and it'll probably squeak forever. So just don't touch the surfaces. It's that simple. I always see guys doing it. I'm like, you're crazy. Why spend $5 on brake cleaner when you could just leave it alone? That's getting expensive, brake cleaner these days. Like, why? Dang. Look at that puppy. Look at that puppy. Would you look at that? I don't know if I'd recommend for you guys to do this, but this is what I'm doing. I'll put the old pad in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna squeeze it with these. But we also got the brake fluid thingamajig open. Do you see it over there? Do you see it? All right. So now I'm gonna give this everything, and you guys see if it squeezes shut. Is it moving? Is it moving? No. It don't look like it's moving. Well, it turns out I needed both hands, but I got it down. You know, you can see because the brake pad's there. Oh, dang. That's why it was probably so hard too, is because of, dang, I'm a strong guy. I was hitting the brake caliper. Slides back on, no problem. Tighten them up. Put the wheel on this side. Done. Dunsky. See how fast that was? You know, this wasn't too bad. Dunsky. It's done on the ground. Now we do the other side. Do you guys really want to watch it again? Again? Got her taken apart. Reversey time. It's on the ground. The only thing left is to take it for a cruise and seat them, like I was talking about last week, you know? Dang, Kim. She already left. She had stuff to handle. She was hungry, you know? It's already getting late. Which, speaking of getting late, I need to get home and get to bed because I got work tonight. Dang, and that's like 5 hours away. But one thing I didn't show you is the inside of the limo. Check this puppy out. Here we go. This is like the original back seat from the Lincoln Town Car, you know. We got this cool little napkin box. That's pretty sweet. I don't even know what this is, but there's something in there. Okay, we got some lights. Oh my goodness, we got the bar. The TV is missing, so we're gonna figure that out. And I don't know what's going on the roof there, but that is just hideous. And we got the losing of the headliner. You know what I mean? If you look up here, we got all the lighting stuffs and the stereo goodness. And then this is like the heater stuff. But she's a pretty nifty little rig here. You know, little dude's coming in. We got some lights around this ring, you know. There's some lights across here. Limos are pretty dang cool. We got our little divider here. And we got the dang front of the dang, look at my stuff everywhere. Can't even tell. And it's a mess. So we got some plenty of work to do to this limo. So you're gonna have to dang subscribe to the channel. Just like you gotta subscribe, you gotta give me a big old like on this video, because you know it's the stuff I didn't really want to do, but I had a good time doing it anyway. The limo, it got off the driveway. It had some miles on it today. It's fun to drive. So comment what you thought about this video. You know, I dang appreciate you for watching, and please come back next week and see what we do. Later.